are at war with Japan.
That Australia will make him inch by inch, and that he shall not enter upon our country.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Hello, welcome to the next installment of Virtual Battlefield Flyovers. This is Michael Madden. We're doing something a little bit different today. You may have noticed I haven't done one of these for a couple of months. I've had a few people asking me why not. But I heard a rumor that the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 was coming out earlier than expected. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is just on another level, and I thought these videos, rather than not just keeping me sane, but hopefully some people find them a little bit useful. I just thought that the reality of the scenery, in particular of Microsoft Flight Sim, would do justice to what I'm trying to do. Where this is very good, it's not a true representation of the landscape. So what I'm doing here, I'm above Melbourne Tullamarine Airport here. The sun's about to come up. It's about 6:30 in the morning. We're going to fly to Sydney, and I'm going to redo this flight when I get the Microsoft Flight Sim in on Tuesday, and just do a comparison of the two. Since my last episode, I've upgraded my PC, which has been really good. That's made a massive difference. I've also been flying a bit in the real world. I've got back into getting my general aviation and been flying Cessnas, 172s. Done a few solo flights, but with the current coronavirus shutdown that we're all experiencing here in Melbourne, back to the home. So no longer doing it. So anyway, this is the aircraft I'll be flying, the brilliant Boeing 737-800. I think I said in a previous video that the Cessna 172 is the greatest thing ever to come out of the United States. Well, this is the second. I love these things. 737-800 is a stunning aircraft. They're just beautiful, absolute classic. And what I'm, a bit of a disclaimer here, when I get the Microsoft Flight Simulator, I will be doing that basically vanilla, like it will be just stock standard, default scenery, default aircraft, because there is no add-ons for it yet. My version of X-Plane 11 that I'm using here has plugins galore. It's got extra colours in the sky. This is a scenery pack for Melbourne and Tullamarine. The default Tullamarine Airport and Melbourne City doesn't look anything like this in X-Plane. And this is not a default aircraft. This is the Zibo add-on for the 737-800, but I figured I could use this because it is a free add-on. It's not payware. It's completely free. So let's just get underway here. Now I've already set up my flight plan through SimBrief online. Okay, we are all set. I will call for a pushback. Take my parking brakes off and I should be pushed back to the right.
Okay, push cart coming. Here we go.
So it's pretty cool. This little dude's going to push me back. This rarely works properly in X-Plane 11. We'll see how it goes.
400.
The autopilot switching off there for some reason.
1,000.
If I've done this right, the aircraft should follow this path for us. Just put my flaps away. See Melbourne down here. Just about to head through some clouds. So it looks pretty good, but this is not default by any stretch of the imagination. Incidentally, with this new PC, I'm able to run this simulator pretty much maxed. So look at that. It's amazing. Skimming the bottom of the cloud, but loving this. Wow. Plane 11 is looking really good this morning. This is staggering. Okay, we're going to climb back up here and up to our 37,000 feet and get on out of here. This we can go for a walk around the aircraft.
Service on tonight's flight. If there's anything we can do to make them enjoyable, please don't hesitate to call upon us. Thank you.
As you can see, I'm running it just completely full specs. The only thing that's not on is draw parked aircraft because I use a global traffic, and this, when I put this up to high, I get this weird meshing color shadow thing on show you here on white substances. It looks really awful. I don't know what it is. It's something to do with the SSAO. See that? It looks terrible. Get it anywhere where there's a shadow. I don't know what it is. I've not been able to find anything about it online. But that's gone. For some reason my system doesn't like it. So apart from those two things, everything is maxed. Everything. So it'll be very interesting to see how the system runs Microsoft Flight 2020. Very excited to find out, and I'm pretty sure it'll be worth the wait, and the episode with Albert Jacka on the Western Front will be much nicer for it. I did that flight in this simulator. and none of the landmarks were there. It was basically just like a checkerboard. You really couldn't tell one place from another. A couple of really important places that I want to point out that just weren't there, including Polygon Wood, where I think was Jacka's greatest action. It's barely even there. You can't see the cemetery. The Menin Gate is not there. My grandfather walked through the Menin Gate and was shot at the Battle of Polygon Wood, so I'll be talking a bit about that. So I think it'll be worth the wait. You can just see there's a contrail up there of an aircraft flying overhead in the sunlight. Isn't that cool? A screenshot of that. Beautiful. The X-Plane 11, as I said, is very, very good. It's just, it's going to have its pants pulled down. We've got another one down here. Look at that. Wow. It's so much fun. So we're climbing up towards 30,000 feet. We'll soon be at the top of our climb. It's only about an hour flight, it's not long. So for anybody interested, the system I've got it's the ACER Predator system, the Orion 9000. It's a water-cooled system, liquid-cooled system, which is really nice. It's got the i9 9900K processor in it, Intel. The NVIDIA GeForce 2080 Ti graphics card has 64 gig of 15 RAM. The RGB from Crosshair, it's really nice RAM. And what else has it got? It's the hard drive is the M.2 512 gig static state drive. So it's a really good system. Okay, we've reached our top of descent and heading down now into Sydney.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck here, we're on our descent. Seatbelt signs going to be back up for our arrival. If you're up and about, please return your seats, fasten your seatbelts. Still showing well ahead of schedule. Thanks again. Hope you have a nice week. Have you on here very shortly.
Isn't that nice? Okay, we're coming down through 14,000. It's a little bit overcast here. Now I've put in, I haven't got live weather running. I have another plug-in app which I have to run for X-Plane to put live weather into it, because its default live weather just doesn't work properly. So I just wanted to run it a little bit more vanilla, and I'll do the same thing with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, although I believe its system, so we make our turn into Sydney here. Its system for plugging in real weather is apparently staggeringly good, almost to the cloud bank. Whatever you see outside is what's in the sim. It's perfect. And I have other plugins I had to buy and use for this simulator to put real-world airplanes into the sim. That won't be needed. Microsoft Flight Sim out of the box does all that on its own. So to have all that stuff running, I have to have other apps going in the background on this, which is annoying. So it's really something to look forward to. Any aircraft that you see flying around in Microsoft 2020 will be real aircraft in the real world, meaning if my wife was to jump on a plane and fly to Sydney, take this very flight, I could jump in a plane and follow her. And I would actually be able to see her aircraft. It would be labelled with the flight number, the tail number. It would show me her position, where I could follow her all the way in. If it crashed, I would watch her crash. It's watch her landing, everything. It's taxi to the gate, the whole lot. Every aircraft on the planet that is in the air will be in the simulator, which this one can do, but you have to buy a plug-in for it. Again, it's one of the big beefs I have with X-Plane 11. It is very good, but you have to, yeah, we're dropping frames there now. Bloody X-Plane. So that just shouldn't happen with this video card, but that's X-Plane for you. Yeah, it is frustrating because you spend money on the simulator. There's the Opera House down there, and Sydney. So we turn on in. Beautiful. Now that is the default Sydney. I haven't added any scenery to this. Screenshot of those clouds there. Wow. X-Plane is on fire this morning. Really. Okay, we are coming into the land here.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude 7.
Quick. We are on the glide slope. Pretty good. And we are alive. It's a bonus. Alright, we're at the gate. Well, there you go, that's the end of that. We are safely docked up here in Sydney. The GPU hammering away noisily there, everybody's off. And looks like it's getting ready for the next flight. It's pretty cool. So X-Plane 11 is very, very good. There's no doubt about that. But I think when we recreate this same flight in a couple of days, get a really good idea of why I waited for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 to come along. As I said, I did go and check, just make sure everybody's off the phone. I did go and check the western front in this, and the terrain was terrible. You just couldn't tell where you were. As I said, as impressive as this is, I think Microsoft Flight Simulator will blow you away when you see it. I'm not being paid to do this, by the way. I'm not employed by Microsoft in any way or explain. It's just I'd like doing these battlefield flights, and I really did think that it would be better for Prosperity to do them in Microsoft, and I think that will prove to be true. As I say, as good as this is, it's not even going to be close to what Microsoft can do. So I will leave you there, try not to make you too sick, at the mighty Sydney airport, and we will see you next time in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 when we recreate this flight in about 5 days' time. Thanks for watching.